Okay, here we go. It's a wet, slightly cold spring day. I really need a selfie stick. But I've got the freefall 3000. It's not loaded to the gills. I've got tripod. I've got my tent. I've got some odds and ends in the backpack. Just little things I'm putting together as I read these books, these bushcrafting books, and just slowly build my kit. I've got the Ronin Shinto with me. Where is it at? Somewhere down here. Every day I come home from work and I grab that knife and I lay there and just kind of grip that grip. Man, it is a fantastic knife. The Orcos is coming Monday, so that's going to be something. But in the freefall, I have nothing in the belt. As far, as we talked about, there are belt pouches. I've got nothing in them. I don't know what to put in them. For those of you guys who use this bag, especially if you use it as some sort of a survivalist, I hate to say the word bug out, but survivalist style bag. Put in the comments what you put down, what you like to put down in the pouches on the belt. Okay, well, we just got to the top of this hill. We're gonna get this off. Man, am I hot. And I've said time and time again, this lightweight insulated jacket I got off Amazon. Oh man, it's a great piece of kit. We're gonna get this folded up and we're gonna open the top lid. The top lid here, and just stuff this jacket down in. It fits no problem. You can see there. Okay, I got you sitting on a piece of stick. I'm gonna cool off a bit and then we'll start finding some place to make a fire. Okay, now that I'm hands-free, here's the belt. And if you couldn't guess already, I put a drink in there. Okay, so I'm cooling off, looking around. Now, what I'm looking for is what we call in the northeastern Pennsylvania, in the northeastern United States, is I'm looking for a paper birch tree, okay? And it's wet out here, but the paper birch, they say, has oil or some type of substance in the bark that lets it burn even while wet. And since you can see the sky, it's been drizzly, rainy, and cold all day. I think that paper birch is going to be my best bet. So with that being said, let's go see if we can find one and get some of that bark. Okay, there's some other things I'm looking for too, but this is a one step at a time process. Without that birch bark, things will change, for me anyway, pretty drastically. Now, the ronin Shinto. So the snaps on that, this is the first time I've snapped it on. You seen it earlier. Man, the snaps on that thing are a real fucking bitch. So, might possibly convert this thing to tech lock. I don't know. But I don't want to wander too far from my pack either. But I know there's got to be a birch. There's got to be a birch out here somewhere. So, I'll look around. When I find one, we'll be back. Okay. I'm back. I didn't have time to film it because it looks like it's going to be a real hammer here in a few. But there it is. The paper birch, I call it. So, next thing is we got to start putting some stuff together here. I haven't did any reviews on this ever. I don't think. But way back I got a CRKT kanji hawk, but mine has the, whatever you want to call it, in the back. The spike. It's never been super sharp, but I'm going to go ahead and get a couple things. We'll be back. We'll try to prepare all this up before the rain comes in. And actually, I'm pretty cooled off, so I'll show you real quick if I can. That jacket, that's a nice pocket there. So let's get rolling. Let's start getting some wood collected here. Okay, so when you take stuff off the ground and you cut into it, feel it. A lot of times you don't want the stuff off the ground. Obviously, it's been laying in the wet, and you can feel even inside. Even inside, this is soaked. So don't use that. Okay, so I got this big piece. It was leaning up against another tree. It was high off the ground. Now the outside, I don't know how well you can see this. The outside you don't want. It's wet. Okay. Let's get that bark off of there. But when I get into this, if you can see that, that is super dry. Really nice, but see, it was off the ground. The air kept it relatively dried out. This I will process up. So I'm gonna put it over here. We can just and you can see it's dry. It's still, you know, it's hard to break. It's not wet and easy to bend. So we're gonna set that there. I'm gonna kind of dig this back some because these leaves are wet. Okay. Okay, I'll get this processed up. We'll start getting a frame, the framework, if you will, for this hopefully fire. And I'll be right back. Okay, now just again, just to kind of show you where I'm at here. You know, you see this, this is up off the ground. That's what I busted into. It's dry. All right, I would take more of that if I was going to be here all night. I'd break this down. And I would use this. Let's go over here. See, here's to, this is, I'm just feeling it. Let's break it open. Feels dry inside. So let's snip some of it off. Let's, oh, that's live right there. Let's check out this piece here. This could probably work. But again, you're looking for stuff up off the ground. Look at this piece of bark. Nope, it is wet. Okay, so let's get back and we'll keep putting this thing together and see what we come up with. Okay, here we go. This is good, and this is about as dry as you're gonna get out here. Okay. Okay. Well, here we go. Now, I still think I should get some bigger stuff, so let me chase after a couple good-sized pieces and we'll be back. Okay. Whew. Here's a nice, good, and well, that's not dry at all. Although it may be able to And it was dry over here. Let's see. Now we'll see if we can I don't suppose I can split that. So it is dry inside, but I don't know. As far as this one goes, I'm not sure. I have to find something to baton it with. I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll use this, and we're gonna try to split it with the Shinto. Oh, nice. Good stuff right there. That, I'll tell you, in my opinion, that Shinto ain't no joke. I just wish I had a better surface. Let's see if we can, yeah, good stuff there. Oh, there we go. We just want to expose the dry on the inside. Okay. And then, oh yeah, let's bust this one up too. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what. That Shinto just, it surprises me. It's such a nice piece. That's going into the ground Let's see if we can get it up on this hard surface. I don't guess we're gonna be able to get that split. What about this one? Oh yeah, nice. Okay, real nice. The only downside to all this, I just wish Milford was here to do it with me. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Whoops. Whoops. Well, whatever. Believe it or not, the ground isn't as wet as I thought it was gonna be. So, gonna get these pieces here, sort of make like a house. Put all these little pieces inside. Okay, this is dry. I'll leave these out. Try to expose the dry portions of this to the flame. That's why I got this now we'll just sort of stack these up here. Best that we can. Whoops. Now, let's see. I brought this over for a reason because it had a lot of dry stuff in it. But let's get that birch out. Get that birch out. Let's see. Let's get this little stuff kind of broke up. Just kind of get it in there, and then kind of get some of this stuff in there, and we'll get some more of this birch out and see if I can get flame to it and get it put in there. So we need that fire rod. Here we go. Brand new fire rod. Ferro rod, but you hear him say fire rod all the time. Give my knees a small break. Wow. Man, those are good. Okay, let's see if we can get something going here. I'll tell you one thing, that's throwing some pretty decent spark. It sure is. Let's see if I can get some. Okay, take a small break. Whoops. Almost had it. Let's see if yeah. I spotted this and I had an idea. It really doesn't come much drier than this. In the rain. Man, it's right on the cusp. Okay, let's see what we can come up with. Huh. Let's stand up for a minute. I'm sure this wind ain't helping. Well, let me get a little break. While we're at it, something I forgot to do. Is some feather sticking. That ronin Shinto's, man, that recurve on that. Whew. It's got such a nice edge. It slices like you just would not believe. My hands are just wore out. It wants to bite. It wants to like really get in there and bite. Sometimes it just bites too much. We'll call that one. Let's see if I can get something going here. Yeah, let's set this off for a second. Man, that's enough to break your friggin' back in half. Getting down like that. Almost. Let's get out. Okay, we're going. It took a fucking while, but we are going. I wasn't striking it hard enough. Okay, we don't want this to go to waste though. Whoops. I don't know. I don't know. Take the wet bark off this. Yeah, so the problem was I wasn't really just scraping it good. I guess, but I started like really scraping into it, and it went. Now, I'm not saying that I've got like 100% everything's good to go, but but something's better than nothing. Now, ideally, you should have your fire sticks all pre-done, but I gotta stand up for a second. I actually don't have time to waste if we're gonna get this built up, but man, my back. Get these little curls and things that have come off and chips, if you will. Okay, got a little daylight now. Oh. See if we can't get some of this other stuff. We're not out of the woods yet, so to speak. Whoops. Yep, we are not out of the woods yet. Okay. Let's get that up there. Let's get the okay. Now I can take a short break. Man, look at that. Putting that thing through its paces. You don't see anyone out there using it like that. That's okay. Now, we can put that away. That's going relatively decently, but let's get this out of the way. this piece here is really dry. Okay. Now, let's see if we can come in here and break some pieces off. I do believe this is a good piece of red oak, so okay. Got a couple pieces. Now we can take it easy. Oh my goodness. My gosh. Okay. Finally, got the fire going. The pack's behind me. Fire's pretty hot. As that's nice. It's not a huge fire, obviously, but it works, right? That piece of dry oak, man, that is hard. So hopefully there are some dry leaves up here. Hopefully those pieces of oak and that other stuff and bigger pieces, hopefully they catch. But oh man, it took a while, but everything come through all right. This pack here, when I come up over the hill, the pack is fantastic. The pack just, it holds the weight, everything's centered fairly good, you know, as long as you can't pack it heavy to one side, obviously, but it's a solid pack. Solid. And I got it just for stuff like this, you know, coming up in the woods. And if Milfred was still around, going camping with Milfred and taking my wife. Taking my wife camping and all that type of stuff. It's a phenomenal pack. The Ronin Shinto, believe it or not, I mean, it's not marketed as a quote-unquote bushcraft knife. Look, it's getting a little smoky. It's not marketed as a bushcraft knife, but it's doing a fucking hell of a job. A hell of a job. And today's Saturday. Sunday we get the, wow. Today's Saturday. Monday we get the Horkos. And I can't wait to see how the Horkos stacks up. But I am absolutely thrilled with the Shinto. I mean, what a piece of kit this Shinto is. Holy shit. Well, now the wind's gonna pick up and help that out. You ever see that I don't know, BST or BDS or something 3000, that little camp stove? I'm thinking about getting that. Really thinking about getting that, but you have to have I believe you got to have a lighter to start that. I don't think it comes with any kind of spark or igniter. This is going to be one long movie for you guys. Here's another thing. Are you guys out there? Are you guys out there praying enough? You know, there's a lot of these Muslims coming into this country, and they're trying to put their Sharia law into effect. They're trying to turn our country into a Muslim state. Which I don't agree with. I don't think a lot of people do. I don't want to get too into politics here, but you know, you also have juvenile males. If you see, and you see it on Facebook, you see it on YouTube, juvenile males hitting women, beating them down. That kid, the black kid in New York City who body slammed that girl. You know what? Let me tell you something. If a woman attacks you as a man, she attacks you, legitimately attacks you, you have a right to defend yourself. That's fine. But if she don't give you her phone number, she don't want to chat with you, she don't want to this, that, anything with you, and you pick her up and body slam her, no, I don't think so. A lot of times these people are very lucky, you know, doing this in the city, because if they did it out here, they're just people out here. There's fathers out here who'd pretty much half fucking kill them. mean, it just is what it is. Just is what it is. And the only way to get the society back is for both men and women to stand up to this stuff. You have to stand up. You have to. You can't just go down to a school board meeting and say, I don't want books of this nature in the classroom. You have to fucking tell them. You have to tell them. You got to say, look, if you push this shit on my kids, you're going to get fucked up. Okay? That's just all there is to it. That's all there is to it. You cannot be, or your tolerance can only go so far. You should only let your tolerance go so far. And then you have to show them. We as a collective group will not take it. We won't. We will not. Man, that wind's blowing right my way. We will not. And I'm not advocating for you to go out and fucking shoot people. I'm not doing that. That type of escalation is... I would be very reserved on that type of escalation. But at the same time, man, look at that. That dried my knee really good compared to this side. That's putting out some very good steady heat. But anyway, I'm also not going to be walking down the street and some fucking prickbag Muslim come up to me, tell me how to fucking eat, tell me what to fucking do in my country. I'm not gonna have no fucking piece of shit Somali or African come up to me, try to eat my fucking cat or any of that bullshit. I'm not fucking... And I'm not here for subscribers either. So if any of you don't like this, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'm just in the woods telling you about some gear, and I just decided to have a conversation with you. No. I'm not putting up with that shit. I'm not doing it. No one's going to make me do it. Now, at this point, I would put more on this. I've got some solid coals going on now. But I'm not going to. I'm just gonna let this sort of die down. Eventually put it out here in a minute. But, I'm not going to do it. And let me tell you something. You know, a lot of people used to joke around about this back in the day. About, yeah, let's get together on, you know, a Saturday. We'll go out to eat. We'll talk about what to do if this or that or the fucking next thing happens. We'll get together at someone's house. We'll have meetings about this, that, and the next thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, because unfortunately, the name of the game is conquer and divide. That's the name of the game. But I'm going to tell you something. There is going to be a division, I really think. You see that? Republicans, liberals, Democrats, you know, they want to break everyone down into identities. How are you identifying yourself? Well, you know, I voted for Trump, okay? I don't identify myself as a Republican. I identify myself as an American. I want what's best for America. I want what we used to have in the 50s and 60s and 70s. Now, I wasn't alive around then. But, you know, I want to walk down the street. You got nice women, okay? I'm married, but you got nice women, you know, walking down the street. They're dressed modestly. I don't see no fucking stupid whore shit. No fucking twerking. I don't want to fucking see no fighting in a fucking McDonald's over fucking 3 extra fucking onion rings. What the fuck? You know, I don't want to fucking go down the street and people tell me how illegal immigration is good and no one's illegal on stolen land. Go fuck yourself. Okay? You're a fucking retard asshole. Anyone who says that does not have any fucking American spirit. Okay? They have no fucking comprehension. None. And let me fucking tell you something. My uncle was half Seneca. Okay? And he went to Vietnam. And he, you know, he was a Marine. He was American through and through. Okay? I have a lot of respect for Native Americans. A lot. You know, way back then, you know, when there was that conflict between the American Indians and the beginnings of America and all that. You know, they were some warrior-wise, respectable people, okay? But, you know, here's the thing. I wasn't alive back then. And I can't tell you if it was mostly peaceful. I can't tell you, you know, if you had, you know, you obviously had people on both sides that I fucking hate them, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the fucking next thing. But this isn't then. Today isn't then. Things have moved on. No one alive today can tell me what it was like back then through experience. So, when I do go on the reservation, I go on, I get my gas, I get something to eat. You know, those people don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with them. They're nice. I have a good time and I move on. But the Native Americans that are around today, a lot of respect for them. Times are different. Times have changed. You know? The only ones pissed off about then are people that are feeding in to this fucking liberal, democratic hate machine. Okay? A fucking hate machine. Hate, hate, hate. They made some major atrocity fucking centuries ago. Hate, hate, hate. I don't buy into it. You want to know why? Because I'm not here for a very fucking long time on this earth. I'm not going around fucking hate, hate. I got fucking shit I want to accomplish before I die. And I'm not losing fucking any fucking energy over hate, hate, hate. Okay? Focus on your fucking life goals and try to fucking get there so that when you do get there, you can sit down and relax and say, yeah, I fucking made it. I got a fucking good job. You know, I like to spend Saturday or, you know, I like to go to, you know, prayer, Bible studies. I like to be around with my friends. We focus on a lot of positive shit, you know? And we're fucking out there, you know, living our lives. Which, you know, I think a lot of American Indians do that. They have, you know, you know, cultural meetings or whatever. They do their old warrior songs and things of that nature. I don't know. I've never had any Native American friends, but, you know, they get together. They have, you know, whatever festivals and things that they have on their reservations or whatever. They hear stories of way back and whatever. And I'm hoping that they live their lives and achieve their goals too, you know, and remember things that have been passed down. I'm hoping everyone does that in America. The Irish, the Germans, the Italians, you know. All this division and shit, I don't care for it. I don't care for, you know, any of that fucking shit. Kids beating up on kids, bullying kids, any of that shit. But you know what? I also don't care for all the fucking LGBT fucking agendas, trans agendas. Leave them fucking kids alone. Let them fucking decide. All this fucking putting ideas in people's fucking heads. Anyway, I set out to accomplish what I wanted. I wanted to come out. I wanted to get a fire going in this cold, damp, wet, well, semi-wet. I mean, the ground's pretty wet, but in this environment, I wanted to try this pack out, try my tools out. Don't leave these in the woods. So before I get going here, before I put these coals out and all that shit. You've sort of heard me say quite a few times, tools, not toys, okay? That seems to kind of be the little slogan I have going on here. I've always bought things, knives, that hatchet, and I never used them because they were so expensive, I didn't want to fuck them up. But if I'm not going to use them, why the fuck am I spending my money on them? Why? I know some people spend their money on stuff to collect. All right. If it's a collectible thing, all right. And I'm sure these ronin Shintos and all this stuff ain't going to be made forever, right? Eventually they'll stop making it, but I come back to what I said earlier. You're only here on this earth for a little bit of fucking time, okay? Literally, I blinked my eyes, and now I'm in my early 40s. I was 17, and I thought, wow, man, I wonder what kind of person I'm going to be like at 40. I blinked my eyes. Surprise. I'm in my early 40s, and you're like, holy shit. I'm going to blink my eyes again, and I'll be fucking 60. You're only going to be here for a short amount of time, okay? You are buying tools. You're not buying collector toys. You're not buying Transformers. You're buying tools. Go outside and use them. Practice using them. Take your kids outside. Show them how to do this stuff. It may save their life, right? It might save their life. You just never know. Stop hoarding all these really cool blades and these really cool guns and all this different stuff. Stop hoarding it and go out and use it. And then 2-3 years from now, you've got this knife and it's used up and you're like, wow, man, I really got my fucking money's worth out of that. You know? Go out and use your shit. And I'll give you one example. I bought a bolt gun. I've never had it on this channel. I haven't shot it in a while. But I bought it and I got this fucking Steiner optic and this real cool shit. It's a 16-inch 308 Tikka TAC A1. I got all this shit. And one day I'm like, man, I got all this really cool shit. This bolt gun, it really built up nice. But I gotta use it. I gotta justify the money. Right? I gotta do something. Man, those coals are putting out such good heat. So I started shooting in these PRS, okay? And I did it for a year, maybe 2 years. And I just felt so happy. I didn't win. I was always near the bottom. But it didn't matter to me because I was there thinking to myself in a defensive situation or some fucking crazy apocalyptic situation. If I had to shoot a man at 700 yards, did I hit that target out there at 7? Yeah. All right, cool. Mission accomplished. I won. In my mind, for what I was there for, I won. I accomplished everything. And I felt so happy about using that bolt gun. So, same thing. I went to the Team Anvil shoots. Man, my SCAR performed great that one winter. And I just, I was using my light at night, getting a little bit of night work in. I just felt great. okay? I feel good when I use my stuff. So I really hope, in closing, I really hope you guys get out and use your stuff, okay? That's what I'm hoping for. And with that being said and done, I'm getting out of here. Go home and eat some supper. And I'll catch you in the next one, most likely the Horkos video. But you never know what might pop up between now and then. So, I'll catch you. Be good. Use your stuff. Pray. And I don't know if any women watch this stuff or not, but men and women, people out there, be the light you want to be, the light you want to see in society, okay? Stand up for the weak. Stand up for the children. Stand up, men and women, for each other. And draw nearer to God. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.